All right, good evening, everybody. How are we all doing tonight? I thought I'd take kind of an easier night tonight, take a little break from working on the video, and work on some liveries for VTOL that I've been wanting to make for a while now. I've made it for the F-45, I made it for the Jamcat, and I've made it for the Tyro. I still have to make the same livery for the Wasp, the Kestrel, and the Dragonfly. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. And I figured as long as I'm doing it, I might as well stream it. I don't think the stream will do as well as when I'm just playing a game, but it'll be a nice chill one. We're just gonna hang out. It's gonna be great. Let's see. How do you get VTOL VR? It is just on Steam. You just go on Steam, type in VTOL VR. It'll pop right up. It's like 30, 40 bucks, something like that. I forget. It's been a minute since I've bought the game. But yeah, if you guys don't know how to make liveries for VTOL, I wouldn't recommend this as like a guide. I'm a bit of an idiot, and I have a passing knowledge of Blender and Substance Painter. But you can see at least how I'm doing it, or at least how I'm making the ones that I am specifically making. So I'm gonna turn down the music here, kill that. We're just gonna get right into this here. All right, so bring up my desktop here. All right. First thing we're gonna need is the model. So I'm gonna pull up Steam here. For those of you who don't know, you can click on your games and hit browse local files. It'll bring up everything in your file explorer here. And in VTOL, there are livery references. So here we have the 3 base planes, and these are just FBXs that include both the main model and also the like an expanded view. And the expanded view is the one I want. For the DLC ones, it's under DLC. There's only 3 right now, so it's not too hard. Just gotta find it. And should we do the Dragonfly first? Yeah, we'll do the Dragonfly first. So I'm just gonna copy that out to my desktop. We're gonna open up Blender. Barbecue sauce, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First thing you always do in Blender, delete that shit. Even if you need a new cube, you delete the one that's there. If you need any of that, you get rid of it. We're gonna, oh, no, not that. We're gonna import an FBX here, which should be the H94 livery reference. There we go. So as you can see here, we have the model kind of put together, right? That's kind of what it looks like. And then we have this expanded one with all the different meshes kind of exploded, all the different panels and stuff. And this is the one I actually want to work on because it allows me to make it a little bit better. So getting rid of that one. I'm going to center this one up a little bit here. You know, I can do set geometry to origin, right? All right, that didn't work. Because it's already zeroed out, right? Can I set geometry? Can I set? God, it's been. Oh, set origin to 3D. Okay, that's what I want. It's been so long since I've actually used Blender. And then geometry to origin. There we go. And now it's centered up. All right. So the way I do this is hit tab, go to edit mode. I hit 3 to go to plane select here. And the liveries I am making for this are like a hard border. If you've seen me play VTOL, you've probably seen me have the F-45 Ghost version, where top is like a camouflage color, bottom is like a sky blue color, And then somewhere on there, there's going to have my profile picture and also some white stripes. So I'm thinking white stripes usually on the right wing, and then we'll probably have my profile picture right here, something like that. So I usually, again, not a smart man when it comes to this kind of stuff. But the way I've been doing it is by separating the different colors and stuff I want is by setting it to materials and then merging those materials later, just because it makes Substance Painter so much easier. Just had the F-35 video pop in my recommended last week. Crazy has the channels blow up. Can't wait to see the future content. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I am pretty blown away by the response. You know, I kind of just would do YouTube stuff for fun, and now here I am considering doing it full time if things continue the way they're going to. And as far as I can tell, it looks like they are. So we're gonna keep that up. So yeah, we're gonna make materials here. First off, let's go to, there we go, shaded. This is like the base material, right? Which is in every nook and cranny. It's already the entire model is already coated in this material, and I use this as like the nook and cranny material, and I just call it metal. And we're just gonna leave it white. If we want to be fun with it, we can give it a little bit of metallic and like some smoothness. So looks kind of shiny. So this is going to be like all the little detail stuff that we're going to have, and stuff where I don't want to like hunt up in here for like every little blah blah blah, all this little stuff that I just want to be metal. It'll just default to metal, and I can play around with the other stuff. Second, I also have, that's right, I have like some swatches here. Livery swatches. So here, these are colors that I have already like looked at, so that I have consistent colors across all my planes, and just like took them down, put them in a Photoshop file, and just kind of painted some swatches. Like, you know, when you're painting your house and you're like got your little booklet. So the next thing we want is the blue. And we're going to do that by taking our eyedropper, coming over to our swatch, and now setting that color to blue. So you can see right there. And we also want one for camo. And we will make this one like one of the multicam colors. Did it go? I don't think it did. There we go. And then we also want one more that's just going to be black. And that just uses one of like the base guys that's in Substance Painter when we bring it over to Substance Painter. So this is how we're looking now. And now it's pretty much just selecting what you want. In Blender, you can hit L and kind of select big chunks. I've generally been having my cockpit borders be black. So I've selected all the cockpit borders there. I can see the sign black, and now they are black. And you can also see on the inside, they will still be the metal. But I kind of want the dash here to also be, that's just in the front though. We'll make that black. I'll make the back panel here black as well too. Again, you should not be taking Blender advice from me. I am sure there are better ways to do what I'm doing, but like I said, kind of an idiot. Alright, so now this is our line right here. This line. Anything below that line, I want to be blue. And we can see we can continue it along this ridge up here. Now, this mid-ridge here that goes exactly perpendicular for the most part, I did this on the Ghost and I made that black. I'm not sure, and I think I did it on the Tyro too. So let's kind of investigate it here. How far does it go? Nah, that should stay camo because it's gonna come on like up on top of the wing here. Yeah, that should definitely just stay camouflaged. So we'll not pick up that with the blue. And this is the best way I found, at least that makes sense in my head. If you want a hard line on a livery, and you're using Substance Painter, because I just drag and drop like the smart materials right into Substance Painter, and then I might tweak them a little bit. I don't do any hand painting. And it's probably not even the best way to do it, but... And we'll probably leave these... that'll be camo. Yeah, just the bottom will be blue, the rest of it will be camo. And this is just like some nice calming, like Bob Ross-esque. Relax, chill out, do some painting, be a little creative. It's not super high octane. It's probably not as exciting as playing some video games. All right, we got a bunch here. Let's hit it with the blue, see how it looks. Oh yeah, that feels nice. Unfortunately, in VTOL, you can't assign roughness or metallic values on your textures yet. I don't know if that'll ever be a thing. If it did, it would be cool. So pretty much all you could do is the color. So if you wanted, like, for instance, a chrome plane, wouldn't work. And I get why, like, that might be a little bit too advanced for your average everyday people. But I think, like, honestly, if he eventually added like an SDK for more customizable missions, it would definitely make the download sizes bigger, for sure. But it let you add stuff like custom meshes and all that kind of stuff without mods, just like through the workshop. If you want to learn Blender or like any kind of 3D modeling, Unity, anything like that, I highly recommend you get your start in games that let you build stuff. My best recommendation would be try making ships in Kerbal Space Program, because it's going to teach you all the translation tools. It's going to teach you about clipping and like Z mapping and stuff like that. That is how I got my start. I like to say that Kerbal Space Program taught me how to play Planet Coaster. And, ooh, this is a conundrum. How are we going to resolve this? I guess we'll just have it angled down and it'll cut to there. Yeah. That'll be good. That'll be our line to follow. Kerbal Space Program taught me how to play Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster taught me how to play Unity. Unity taught me how to play Unity, use Unity. And Unity taught me how to use Blender. And, I mean, most of that was also motivated by wanting to make stuff in VR chat, too. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. Now, on the tailplanes here, on these elevators, this rounded part here, at least up until there. So these three faces are going to be... So in that order, I can learn Blender. That's how I did it. You know, I'm not recommending necessarily that's it. And I wouldn't even say I know Blender that well. I know Blender. I know how to use Blender in the very specific cases that I use it. Like making VR chat avatars and, you know, VTOL liveries and some basic light 3D modeling. And rigging. I got pretty good at rigging, I'll admit. So on these elevators here, this is pretty true amongst all of Baja's models. These three planes right here, they are going to be tucked away in this right here, in this plane. So we want them to be metal because they're kind of going to be like working parts. So we try and get like the flattest ones. So those two, we'll do those blue. And then on the opposite side, we'll do it now. These ones will end up being the camo pattern. So as you can see, camo pattern on top, blue on the bottom, and then the sides that are going to be touching, like the outer sides, like the working metal parts, we leave those as the metal. So that'll be blue, and we'll come back and finish the camo later. These look like they are rear landing gear doors. So again, same thing, just the bottom blue. Leave the working metal parts. The chaff and flare, I've been doing these a little different each time. So I think I want the outer base to be blue. And then I'll have the inner planes be black. And we will leave the smaller ones there as metal. I think that'll look all right. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And that's pretty much the main belly done already. Some of this we can probably... Will this select all of it? No, it won't. So we can select these bottom faces to be black. Just to kind of break it up a little bit. We'll make that black too. But then the rest of that can stay metal. Ooh, maybe the bottom part here too. Just so there's not too much metal out. I'm pretty sure this whole thing is getting covered anyway. This whole part, this is going to be our gun pod. So this is obviously on the bottom. So that will be blue. The targeting pod. Ooh, good question. All right. So, oh man, and it's all like that too. So let's see. This inner thing, we'll make that black. The outer thing will make black. And that inner thing will make black. And then we'll leave the silver highlights around. This outer part will be blue. As will these inner rings here. That should look okay. It's going to be hard to actually like kind of visualize this until we actually get the textures on like the complete model or like the semi-complete model. All right, so outsides here, that's just selecting the outsides, right? Yep, that's all going to be blue. And then the interiors, I like to keep metal unless it's like a large piece of geometry, like these little things. What the hell am I modeling? I am selecting material slots on the helicopter from VTOL. And to answer your question, how to get VTOL VR, it is on Steam. You just go and buy it. We'll make that black too. This is already a model in the game. I am very purposefully not altering the model, at least like the geometry of it, because I want to make a texture pack that goes on it. Alright, so bottom of the wings, the whole wing here is one texture, so we don't want that. So we're going to have to go through and hand select all these planes. The pylon tips, we will make them black. I think I did that in another one. We also make these pylons blue, except for, I forget what I did. I think I left the metal on another one, but actually, you know what? That's going to look better blue too. Maybe we can make this little bit here black. Making a paint job for it? Yeah, pretty much. I have a custom paint job for 3 of the jets in the game so far, and I want to make the same paint job for all the other aircraft. So no matter what I'm flying, I can be rocking my colors. That's the idea anyway. Does that all get colored? Yes, that's all one thing. Cool. Got the underside blue. That's all going to be camo. Have you ever played Trailmakers? I have not. It has been suggested to me several times since I started making these videos. And it sounds like something I'm going to have to try at one point. But I have not tried it. I have not looked it up yet. The next game that I'm going to like get into, which is going to be for the purposes of making videos here, is going to be nuclear option. Thoughts on vehicles in games like Halo? So I am a huge Halo fan. I used to have my house burned down in 2016. Oh, I made these black. I didn't mean to make these black. Whoops. I need to make these blue. My house burned down in 2016. I had a huge Halo collection at the time. I was still like pretty young, so I like had room for it. Lost all of that. A couple of years ago, I built an ODST cosplay. 3D printed it. In fact, if you wait one, I gotta find it. I have pictures of my cosplay. I had to get rid of it recently because of a move. Here we go. This is me in my ODST cosplay that I built. Pretty happy with how it turned out. But yeah, like I said, I had to get rid of this somewhat recently. Yeah, I was very proud of it. It was a nice bit of armor. Could not move in it almost at all. Here's another one. Hey, just subs, enjoy content, keep the good work. I plan on it. So yeah. Big fan of Halo, big fan of pretty much every Halo vehicle. Did I do that over here? I didn't. Should we though? Nah, we'll leave that for camo. So it sounds like it's a lot like Stormworks or Kerbal Space Program or Simple Planes, like that kind of stuff, like a vehicle building game, which is like right up my alley. That is my jam. All right, so now we can start on what we want to be camouflaged, and the camo is like multicam. Like as you can see here, these are the multicam colors. What are your reasons for preferring VTOL over DCS? The VR controls is definitely a big one. The F-35, the F-45, F-35 clone is also a big one. That is my favorite plane. And it's just not something that's really replicated well in DCS yet. I like the accessibility. I like that it was made by, again, big Kerbal Space Program fan, made by a KSP modder. I definitely like supporting like the small individual dev over ED who kind of like fucks people over, from my understanding. I appreciate that DCS exists, But if I wanted to, if I want to fly something like for fun, I'd get in VTOL first. Parry the platypus skin when? Well, I can't throw a fedora on there. Because otherwise it'd just be a helicopter, and then you put the fedora on. Oh, you know what? Hold up. All right, you might be onto something. If not a full livery, you might be onto at least a meme. So it is Blender texturing, but it's not. We're just setting up our material slots here because that makes it a little bit easier for me to do what I do in Substance Painter. So we are just setting material slots right now. Then we're going to move it over to Substance Painter, make all of those textures, and then recombine them into one JPEG that we can upload. Because it could just be like, hold up. Hang on a second. Oh, whoops. Alright, because you could be like, what? It's just a helicopter. Parry the helicopter. It's fucking stupid. Oh my god. Oh, damn. I selected all this and then undid. How far can I go back? Okay, thank you. Camo. There we go. Yes, Substance Painter, which I ended up buying on Steam because I did not want to pay a subscription for it. So a one-time, I wish Adobe did that with all their stuff. Like, I will pay a little bit more. I will pay like probably more than it's worth, honestly, if I can just have it forever. Yeah, see, I know that's possible. There's something just kind of satisfying about A, being ignorant about it, and then B, just like doing it all by hand. And like I got enough hotkeys memorized, you know what I mean? Sometimes I just need to relax in the nice quiet house. Give you guys some ASMR mic close-upness. I don't know, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. And go through a Bob Ross little by little here. Thoughts on the SR-71? It's fucking cool. Oh, the amount of Control Z it does. Oh, okay. I see. Like the undos. I see what you're saying. Well, luckily, we had enough. This should come back more. The interior of the intake here, we're probably going to make black. Because that's what I've been doing. Can I just... Yes, all that's going to be black. And we'll leave that there like that. That'll be black. Cool, 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 cool. It's nice they offer a perpetual license. They only do it with Substance Painter though. Like Premiere isn't on there, Photoshop isn't on there. It's kind of weird, and I think that's because they acquired Substance Painter. They didn't do like an in-house development. You know, they like bought it out. So I think maybe that's why. Maybe that was part of the terms of the buyout. But I am appreciative. I too have been known to dabble in the you know, yar hard Adobe products in my time. It just seems like the most ethical way to use it, especially nowadays. You moved to DaVinci Resolve, huh? I still use Sony Vegas 12? 13. Sony Vegas 13, which I've used since probably 2013, I would imagine. It's the editing software I learned on, and it's still the editing software I use now to make my videos. And I tried Premiere for a while. I just didn't like the UI as much, honestly. But yeah, all this up here should be camo too. There you go. Not in that channel. We'll probably have the rim of that still be metal in the recipe channel. Does VTOL have the A10? Depends on who you ask. If you watched my video about the A10 in gaming, you would have at least what I think about it. There's a vehicle that I believe is very close to an A10, but it is not an exact A10. VTOL does not have any exact copies of vehicles. I haven't tried the tow missiles yet. There is a mod for it. However, the aircraft mods pretty much break every update, and it seems like because of that, people kind of gave up on making aircraft mods. I think there's like maybe one that works right now. Well, yeah, I think the AV-42C is the A10 but better. There are people that disagree with me. I think it is not that close to an A10, but you know, I think it is. This is one man's opinion. Does not mean I am right. Is the grip? I think there's like one mod working right now. Is it the Griffin? That weird ass V22? Yes, that is the one. We will be making a livery for that here at some point tonight. At least that's the plan. Nope, we want that to stay metal. Just want the outsides here. Oh, the leading edges. I forgot to make them blue. Bury the V22. Where did I learn about military craft? If you mean like craft isn't like vehicles, just in my free time. Like, I don't think I'm autistic, but I don't know, man. Sometimes when I think about how much I hyperfixate on planes, like, yeah, there might be something to that. You're able to get the F4 working. I've seen the F4, and it is a rough cockpit. I would not call that like a good experience. From what I understand, making the cockpits in this game is like the hardest part. And like, I mean, I get it, because think about the F-45. That thing has a whole operating system like built into it. It's wild. It looks like a V-22 and the Halo gunship had unprotected a little bit. It's the A-10 if it was also a bus. Has the same gun, similar engine configuration, similar tail configuration, no radar. You know, pretty much only set for like ground attack. The AV-42 can also do like anti-ship warfare, which, you know, is kind of a form of ground attack. It's a groundless ground attack. And yeah, this will all be camo too. Did I make? I didn't make this blue either. What the hell? What's wrong with me? I'm slacking. Yeah, I was in the VTOL VR modding Discord. I think I'm still in there. I don't know. I'm in so many Discords that I just don't ever look at. But there's a talk of a modded helicopter, but I think Baja asked like don't make mods that require the DLC or something like that. So I think it got abandoned, but it was interesting. It was like a Hind-ish type deal. I think we're going to go one more deep in this, yeah. One more deeper on this ring. And then we're going to do silver and then black in the middle. Not the F-45 kill switch, F-45 Ghost. It is the F-35 analog in the game. Let me ask, I don't know what the F-45 kill switch is. And then, yeah, this ring. I made friends with No Boris, who made the cool stuff. He also taught me a thing or two and gave me his Death Riders smart material. I don't know what any of those words meant. Thank you. I did not model this. This is straight out of VTOL VR. I am just selecting materials to bring it into Substance Painter, so I can just kind of drag and drop materials on there and have them work to make a livery for it. But we got to do the tedious work of going through pretty much the entire mesh here in Blender. And I'm sure there are easier ways to do this, but this is the way I kind of just self-taught myself. He made cool liveries with damage paneling and skeletons, and he gave me the resources. Oh, okay, cool. Nice, nice, nice. Duh. There we go. And we'll have this little bot back here be black. I like having nice little tertiary stuff that's like a stark contrast color. Do I think any Halo vehicles would work in combat today? I mean, the Warthog is a supremely dumb military vehicle. It is huge. It is open. The passengers are open. It is unarmored. The gun turret is unprotected. It is basically a technical. There we go. So gotta do that wing. So gotta do these shits. Let's finish up back here while we're here. So you will be black. You know, maybe we'll have the tip still be metal here. We'll keep the tip metal. Yeah. Okay, let's be a little smart about this. You will all be black. The Pelican. I mean, we definitely don't have the technology to like pull that off just yet. If we did, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work. I mean, it is in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yep, that's all black. Cool, cool, cool. And then we'll do that big dome and like that. And like these interiors, but we'll keep this middle ring here metal. There we go. That looks pretty sick, right? I think that looks all right. Let's finish up this blue too. Oh, sorry. Just you guys. Blue. All right. I think that looks right. Yeah. Scorpions has like no armor. The turret is way too heavy to be like moved by any kind of real world hydraulics right now. I feel like at least in the way that it moves. Would you recommend getting the F-16 first or the FA-18 in DCS? I'm probably the wrong person to ask. From what how are we going to do this? We'll just do that part. From what I understand, I will be fully upfront. I have not flown either in DCS. I have heard that the F-18 is a very good beginner jet because it is like fly-by-wire. So I will say that at least. That's just what I've heard. And yeah, that's all good. That's not blue yet though. All right, let's camo that up. Blue this up. I've also heard if you want a good F-16 or a better F-16 sim, then Falcon is the way to go. Which can carry more weapon? Probably around the same. The F-18 might edge it out. I'm not 100% sure on that. Again, you're probably asking the wrong person. I am by no means a DCS expert. I play that game very... Yes, game. I play the game very minimally. I wouldn't say casually. I don't think you can be a casual DCS player, but I do not play it. It is not my go-to game like it is for a lot of people. So I would defer you to other more informed opinions. But again, I've just heard that the F-18 is a bit easier to fly and learn on than the F-16. Get all these little bits and bobs. There we go. All right, back of the plane. Helicopter looks solid. You say the F-18 has a lot more stuff with it. I don't know, and I haven't bothered to Google, so chat, please just tell me. I'll believe you either way. Is electronic warfare modeled in DCS? At least, like, a little bit. Maybe not to the extent that it is in VTOL. So I don't actually know. Not really. Because I know radar cross-section isn't. Oh shit, did I make that camo? I meant to make that black. Or is that black already? Yeah, it's black. It's just the lighting's making it look camo-y. Right? Yes. Alright, select it and it goes to black. Alright, cool. There's a button that says it turns on a jammer, but does that jammer actually, you know, do anything? We'll have that be camo. I really want to make the hat, the radar here. Tell you what, we'll make that camo, and then we'll make the top black, and that black. That might look good. Yeah, that looks sick. We can run with that. All right, dare I say, I don't think I've missed anything. Oh, you know, we can fuck around with this a little bit. And we'll make these camo. Or you know what? No, we'll make these black. We'll make the antenna black. And we'll leave that metal. That looks kind of good. Depends on the opinion of the person you asked about. Fair. Okay, well, to the extent that it is in VTOL, does VTOL have better electronic warfare. That would be the main thing. Proprietary 3D models, unbelievable. Couldn't be me. Can't imagine. From what you've seen, VTOL has better electronic warfare. Nice. Because it's a point I wanted to bring up in my video, and I realized I actually have no idea. I guess we're just going to make the whole interior here black. Yeah. Yeah, that was the call. That was a good call. You don't know what it actually simulates. It's interesting question. This trailing edge here. Yeah, it should be camo still. I don't want to leave that metal. Or maybe, should we make that black? Ooh, that's... Nah. Nah, that'll be camo. Because, like, if this led into, like, more of, like, a hard stop... Oh, hold on. No, because then where does this go? It'd come up here. Nah, we won't do it. The blue bottom looks Russian, in your opinion? I think the French are the first ones that did, like, sky bellies, dark tops for airplanes. And... You are not crazy. I need a new microphone because it keeps cutting out. I don't know how long I have not been talking. I apologize for that. I've been talking this whole time. You guys just haven't heard it. I really need a new microphone setup quite badly. The wire on this one is dying, and if it sits wrong, it just shuts off and doesn't notify me. So yeah, only about a minute and a half. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what I said, but doing an Apache and gaming video. Yes, I am. And since there's only about 14 of you in here right now, I'll run down my list of video ideas that I will definitely be making. So we did the F-35, A-10, and AC-130. We're currently working on the F-14. Next up is going to be 50 cal Barrett rifles. Then we are probably going to do the F-22. And then in no particular order, the H-64, the Abrams, Bradley, Black Hawk, Scar H. And then I also want to do one on historically accurate samurai armor in games too, which I think would be really cool. Hey, what's good, man? So those are all the videos I have planned. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this that much. I think we might wrap this around one more polygon, or two, I guess two more polygon levels here. And just see how that looks. Yeah, that looks a lot better. All right, so I think we are now ready to get this in Substance Painter. I'll just call this H94 livery. Export it. And now we're going to open up Substance Painter, which again is in Steam. Substance Painter. There we go. And now we get to see like where it kind of starts to come together a little bit. Also, the blue bottom, James, you said looks Russian in your opinion. I think it was a French design originally, and it's my understanding that it's doesn't work at all. But I think it looks cool, so that's what I've been going for all my personal liveries. Man, Substance Painter is taking his sweet time. Thank you. All right, so we're going to do a new one, set to 4K. We're going to import our new materialed reference. And now all that prep work we did is going to pay off right here. So we're going to bake these textures. And this kind of allows the smart materials in Substance Painter to do their thing in a way that makes more sense. I love the renderer in Substance Painter. That's this render is the Substance Painter render. I didn't even do that in Blender. I just brought in the model, did the textures, and like, oh, let's just render it right here. I think it looks really good. All right, there we go. So now we got this. You can see like the ambient occlusion and everything on it is kind of caked in. I don't know what's going on there. That looks a little wild. Can't wait for stream to start. And now I'm gonna show you guys my favorite texture that comes with the base Substance Painter Steel Gun Matte right here. Boom, slap that on. You get these sick little etches along where the UV map is. And Baja's pretty good about putting like UV maps in like interesting places. And we're going to use this all over the model right now. So this just goes everywhere. Because remember, while this looks cool, right? This looks really good. When I export it and put it into VTOL, it's going to look like this. This is just the base color. That's all we're going to be able to extract from this. Now we can go into the blue layers here, right? Come down to the metal, advanced parameters, and then we can take our eyedropper here. And remember, I have these swatches. So all these are all my base colors. This is all the multicam swatches. This is the same blue, and then this is the gray I use for the metal. Do you think drones in gaming video would work? I don't know. That's a good question. Definitely not before I do all these other ones. So I'm going to come over to my swatch, pick the blue. Boom. Look at that. Now it's blue. Camo. We're going to do the same thing. Select. I think I usually do... Oh, fuck. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. There we go. Got the camo up. The black is already black. We don't got to touch that. And then for the metal, we just select the gray. Now all the interior gray parts are gray. They're a little too gray. I feel like there might be some UV fucky wuckiness going on here, but again, it's like the small interior parts. And did I fucking miss a piece? I fucking missed a piece. This is the part where I go through and I decide, yep, and there's a missing piece. Is it worth it to go back into Blender and fix all the mistakes I just made? Wait, is that metal? No, that's black. I wonder why that's looking a little funky too. Nope, didn't miss a piece there. I don't know if it baked correctly for the metal bits. It did right here. It's just, it seems to just be like smaller parts are a little fucked up. Yeah, alright, so let's go back to Blender. Fucking fix you. There's some UV overlap around the intinks, just bear in mind. Noted. Oh, nope, not that. Nope, not that either. I can't believe I missed this. There we go. Yeah, and that's blue too. That's the frame of the chaff and flare dispensers here was like a little weird too, a little wonky, but all right. So let's export this again. All the fun of reiterating stuff you've already done. All right. Bring it back in. Get rid of that. And we will bake that again. I've been meaning to do this for a while too. I'm glad I'm actually having some time to get down and do it, so I can just have a nice set of liveries for me for every vehicle. There we go. Alright, so throw this shit on everything again. The wrap around the intakes looks fine. Maybe except right there. How's it look in base color? It looks fine in base color. That's fine. That's all I care about at the end of the day. Alright, so black we leave alone. Black is just black. Blue. Yes, yes. Make it blue. There we go. Camo. We make it that. That looks much better. That's fixed. That's fixed. Do you use pedals in VR? No, I don't have pedals set up yet. I would like to one day, but not yet. I have like this little like desk elliptical, so I'm like pedaling right now. So I try not to be too fat, but I don't have rudder pedals yet. Waiting for the Virpil sponsorship before I dive into that. There we go. All right. So, and then there's one more thing we need to add here under camo. We're going to go to textures. And there's a built-in woodland camo. It's Substance Painter. We're just going to drop that in there as a base color scheme. And you might be thinking like, okay, it's like right there. But what you do here is you go to projection, triplanar, boom, all over. Now we're also going to drop the opacity for the woodland here to 75. So, as you can see here, some of these, like the ridges and stuff that are cut in. So like this little line along here, these little lines, all that weathering sticks through the camo just a little bit. And then down here you can set the color for the camouflage. So like if I wanted to make it like blue and white camo, you know, I could. If I wanted to be real dumb about it. But we're just going to take our multicam colors. Set those. And that's already that one. Yep. And then I also want to scale it just a little bit. Make the pattern a little bit bigger. There we go. And dare I say, that is pretty much that. Now, on some of these, I've also been adding in my decals. And I think I can do that here, too. So, a couple decals that I add in. First one's going to be my Adidas stripes, because I cannot stop shitposting no matter what I do. Here we go. I'll plop these bad boys here, just as the main color. We are going to go to 3D projection. Not the offset, but I want the rotation to be perfectly aligned. So you can see they're all like 179, 97, whatever. Just setting them so that they are perfectly aligned with the model straight ahead. The offset I don't really care about because that's just XYZ. So if I zeroed that, I'd end up just putting it back where it was. Projection depth, I want to push that a little bit just to make sure it's getting all the way around the wings. And then I want to stretch them out just a little bit here. So I want it so that the edge of each of these stripes is kind of by the edge of the pylon, and I think that looks good. Yeah, that looks sick. So that's that. Next we're going to put my name by the cockpit. Cockpit. Now I need to decide if I want to align it with the black or with the blue. And I think because, let's bring back in the material here. This ridge right here kind of interferes with like the blue line. So I think we're going to put it kind of diagonal along there. I can't even make a circle. I mean, again, like I said, a lot of this is just setting it up early in Blender so that it works here just by like dragging and dropping, because I'm not super artistic. Yeah, so far all my other liveries have my name right there, the same decal right under that. Now I gotta remember there's a gunner here too, and I usually fly this, so I'm gonna try and center it a little bit more by the pilots. There we go. All right, and then one more thing, we're gonna put my clone trooper. Oh. Base color, there we go. And with this, I do want to make sure it's like 100% straight on. So, from for our rotation. See, it's 87. That's about 90. We're going to zero that to 90. What is this rotation? I want it to be like that. So negative 90. And 90. There we go. This is obviously way too fucking big. So we will scale you down a little bit. Projection depth a little bit more. Just make sure it gets all the way in there. And put it like, yeah, right around there. I think that looks pretty solid. You're artistic? Like, how artistic are you? Like, where on the spectrum? Alright, and there you go. That is that. Let's, for the fans here, let's pop it in a render. I like this one a lot, but I also like over clouds too. There we go. Whenever I show off my liveries in like the VTOL Discord, I'll try and use this render. Not a lot. You're like 15% artistic. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, that's the old live right there. Now we can put it all together. So no, go back to, there we go. So as you can see here, these are all like different layers, right? And since they are all different materials, they will actually render out as separate textures, which we don't want. With VTOL, you need to only upload one single texture as the livery. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go to export textures. We're going to go to each one. We only, actually, can I just do this? I can't. Okay, cool. We just want base color. That's the other one. We don't want the metallic, all the other stuff. Because while it makes it look good in here, none of that makes it to the game. Then in global settings, we want to set to dilation plus transparent. We want a 0 pixel buffer. And I think we want normal plus AO with alpha. I think the with alpha is pretty important. And then I'm going to also put this just on my desktop here. So we're going to export. And if we come look here, we should have, this is all the blue with transparent background with no like extra like filtering around it. Same with the metal. Camo with this stuff. And the base. Now, I could do this in Photoshop where I just stack up these PNGs, but I found it's kind of hard to get them perfect. So I found a better way. We're going to make a new project here. And again, now if we fuck anything up here that we notice later, we have to go back all through that again, which I could save this, but I'm not going to. And we're going to open up the main VTOL livery reference. So this is the one that we started with earlier, right? With both models, the full model and the expanded model. This is the one we worked on, but they share a UV mapping. So if you paint something right here on this one, it's also going to show up right here. Now what we do is we just drag and drop this stuff, boop, on here as base color, and it will autofill where it should be. So there's the blue, there is the metal, there is the camo, and there is the black. And if I did this right, everything should just kind of line up together. And it looks good enough for me. This is a little wonky, but I'm going to let it slide. Yeah, looks... hang on. Hold up. Did I fuck something up here? Nope, that's just how that is. Okay. I might have fucked that up. No, it's symmetrical, so, you know, we're just going to leave it. So now I have all of this together in one layer, which in the other project I don't think was possible to do. So now we can file, export textures. Same thing. We just need the base color. Dilation and everything here doesn't matter. So we're going to just export. And I fucking sent it to the wrong place because I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know why it just... I wish I could set it so it defaults to desktop. And I probably could. I just, you know, too lazy to do it. Export. There we go. Yes, thank you. And here we are with the livery. So you see the dilation here, how we have these weird like streaks and everything around. If you don't set the dilation to transparent and 0 pixels, then you get this. But we don't really care if it's like this. We still have one more thing to do, which is super annoying. As you can see, this is 15 megabytes right now. Right, which is not a lot, or not a lot, but still too much for VTOL. Has to be under 10 megabytes. So we're gonna fucking open Photoshop here. We're gonna drag it in. We're gonna save it as a JPEG. Desktop. JPEG, and I'm gonna name it like H94 Mimiaga. I spilled Diet Coke on my keyboard the other day and it's been acting up. There we go. H94 Mimiaga, and then this will let us fine tune how big we want it. So if we do full quality, we're at 11 megabytes, but if we bring it down just a little bit, tease it down, 6.6 megabytes. Cool, send it. And now, this is our final texture. It prevents artifacting around the edges. I've uploaded it with transparency instead of dilation, just to see if it saved on like file space or whatever. VTOL, it didn't, but it worked fine still. So now we're done with all this. I have a little folder here with all my liveries. Like this is my T55. See, I uploaded this with no dilation, just the just textures or the transparency. Worked totally fine. This is my F45, and this is my Mischief. So I'm going to drop this in here. I'm going to drop both of these in here too, just in case I want to go back. I have like the pre kind of material one out, and I have the base one if I ever just want to use those again. Now there's a second thing we need to do too, which is we need to put this texture in a folder in the VTOL. I made some cursed ass skins. Hold up. Let's look at the super cursed skins I made. Here we go. Here's my workshop. Maybe ask workshop. All right. So, we got the EF24 Weeb, which is, oh yeah, look at that resolution. It's like pink with the samurai sword and cherry blossoms on it, and it says life and death on the wings. That one was pretty sick. We got one. Some of these I just took directly into Substance Painter and found the most cursed materials. So this one's a tooth. This one's leather. This one's flannel. This one's wood. The wood one actually looks kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. This one's denim, which was pretty funny. I was just like, we're just gonna start making stuff. And yeah, those. Oh yeah, I made a denim F45 one too. So anyway, we're going to browse local files again here. And then, is it an editor resources? Editor resources. That is where you want to put this so that the game can actually see it when the time comes. So plop that in there. And now it should be ready to upload. Steak mischief. I don't think I have a steak texture like cooked in here. No, but here, just so we can see what like denim H94 looks like. Like this is, you could just have this in VTOL, just like that. The old Gene helicopter. Or or the tooth. Again, it doesn't look great there. It looks a little bit better here. Not even then. But like, imagine you had metallic and roughness. You could have like a copper one. Like this would look. Tell me that would not look hot. But you put it into base color and it's just like, yeah, you know, not great. Transparent. I don't think it would work. I honestly don't know what it would look like. Why hasn't Lockheed Martin done this? He's sitting on $1 million idea. All right, and then yeah, you go into the, I think it's campaign editor or something like that, and you can set it up there. But that is that. So next, I still need to browse local files. I don't know why I clicked off of that. I should probably just keep that up. Yeah, I'm not sure what it would do. It might just be like base, like normal coding. All right, let's do the fan favorite next. The old FA26B. I know there's a missing texture. That was like the first livery I ever saw. Like immediately as soon as liveries were a thing, I saw the source engine missing texture. No, don't save that. Get rid of all that shit. And let's bring in the old wasp. There we go. And we're going to pretty much just do the exact same thing to this. So again, we'll get rid of that. We're going to set this origin to the 3D cursor. And we're going to set geometry to origin. Hello? 3D cursor, okay, and then set geometry to origin. There we go. Okay. All right, we got a bit to go. Wait, is this the refueling port for the Wasp? I've never actually refueled with the Wasp. Wow, that's wild. I did not know that. All right, this one's. It's got a bit. It's got a bit. I guess we will get to it. Oh my god, does it have 3 materials? What the hell? I was not expecting that. Make the refueling port a butthole. I put a little... hang on, let me pull up a new Explorer so I can look at this. I put something on the refueling port of one of them. It ended up being too... Oh, did I get rid of the PNG? I think I did. I put like a little anime cum face on the refueling port of 1. But it ended up being too low resolution. And I don't see it saved in my image assets folder. So I guess I got rid of it. Alright, so this is going to be metal again. It's just a repeat of last time. Oh yeah, I'm shading on. There we go. And then blue. Oh yeah, I can eyedropper, huh? Yep. Blue. Right, yep. Camo. And black. Again, is this the best way to achieve the livery that I just showed you guys? Probably not. But it's the way we're doing it. I gotta remember my control differences between. Oh man, look at this line though. Look at this high polygon count line that he put. It looks like that's the cutoff of like midpoint right there. Man, Baja, you didn't have to bevel that much, man. That could have been this could have been a line, not what, 3 polygons per section. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? This is really my first time working with like the model for this. I have like one time before. I put it in a VR chat world, but I did not get super detailed with it. And you know, it's maybe unpopular opinion here. Second least favorite plane in the game. I know everybody loves this thing. And you know, when there was only 2, when there was only the Kestrel in this thing, yeah, I thought, okay, yeah, this is the cool one, obviously. But that was like way back pre-multiplayer, you know? Since then, this has gone just down the list. The other plane, but the others are just cool. Right? It's just like, it's just a plane. My least favorite plane is the Jam Cat. I'm hiccuping like a son of a bitch. Oh my god, please stop. I think maybe the blue should cut there, actually. Or should it go all the way back here? Yeah, I just don't like it that much. If I'm rating them, right? It goes F-45, my favorite. T-55, second favorite. AH-94, third favorite. Kestrel, Wasp, and then the Jam Cat at the bottom. You wish that if you could swap the gun for a radar and do aim 120s. I feel like I like the Kestrel with no radar. I feel like it, unless it was an AWACS radar, like a real like joint use radar. You know what? We're gonna have that blue go. I guess not that one. No, I guess we're not doing that because that just, unless we do the whole line. But I don't think the whole line makes a lot of sense. Can you ask to have someone put on a watch list? Look, man, as I said, I'm the F-14 off the bat, not a huge fan of it. You know, I've said that many times in this stream already. That should not be a surprise at this point. Is this just a? No, I don't want to do that. You know, when I heard there was gonna be an electronic warfare dedicated platform, I talk about this in the video, so sneak peek. When I've heard there was going to be a trainer, I thought, okay, we just had the tandem seated attack helicopter. It would make sense for the trainer to be side by side seating, so that the instructor can point in the VR cockpit at like this is your radar, and you point at it, and like you hit this button. You know, I feel like that would make a lot of sense. And then it was tandem seat, and I was like, okay, you know, whatever. It is what it is. And then I heard that the next one's gonna be an electronic warfare. Man, how the fuck am I gonna? Where's the cutoff for the blue here? This is gonna be a bit of a challenge. The cutoff should be up here. It should be right there, but it's fucking not. This obviously should all be camo. And it's gonna come around. I'll figure it out. Anyway, we'll come back to that. This is all definitely blue right here. Yeah, that makes sense. But where is the cutoff here? That's a tricky one. I guess, yeah, all the way. I usually like to leave a little lip. This, you can definitely tell the quality of this model is not as good. But it's like, okay, electronic warfare, it'll be a 2-seat, you know, multi-crew aircraft, sure. This is a perfect opportunity for it to be, you know, an F-111 with, again, side-by-side seatings. Or I had high hopes for, no, this should be camo. It should be camo, or maybe that's the line. All right, but then where does this come from? This is definitely all blue this way. I guess we can just do it to there. I think it's all going to be covered by this anyway. You just want Radiohead CDs in there. I mean, just find MP3s. It's not that hard. It's 2024. Yeah, I thought, okay, maybe the electronic one will be EF-111, or what I really hoped for is that it would be like a heavy airframe. You know, like the AWACS. Because I just didn't want it to be another fighter-sized plane. I thought that would be... Oh, nope, not that. I thought that would just be kind of on the boring side. And then it ended up being one of my least favorite fighters. Modeled after one of my least favorite fighters. And yeah, still a fighter and still tandem seat. And I was like, alright. So, I am glad for those who wanted the F-14. I'm happy the F-14 fans ate, but it's just not for me. How did I do that over here? Hold up. How the hell? Okay. That one's blue all the way up to that corner. I feel like this should be blue too then. Yes. You'd rather Mad Dog and aim 120 into your skull. Then rip a CD. Brother. I don't know where this polygon is, but it's probably on this side too. I should probably get it. And yep, there it is. All right, blue, cool. I guess. What do you have against MP3s? It's just so easy. Are you afraid of the audio quality being bad in your fighter jet? Is that what I'm hearing? With the roar of a fighter jet's engine behind you? You're afraid you might not get all the clarity out of your music? With Betty saying, pull up. With your RWR pinging every 2 seconds. Oh no, I might not be able to clearly hear my music. You just already have them. I mean, it can't be that hard to find. I wish the radio would sync up. That would be on my wish list. I'd probably use the radio more. I don't think I've, and by radio I mean obviously the music. I don't think, it's been a minute since I've played any music in game like that. I usually have like YouTube video up or something. Especially if I'm just flying alone, chilling. Doing some free flights. Because I love having a virtual monitor up in VR and just like having YouTube video up on the side. Alrighty. This is going. That's where the... That's where the hook goes. I think we're already out here at the engines. That was pretty quick. Let's lock all that in while we got that there. Play War Thunder? Not today. Probably over the weekend. Right now, we're just having a nice relaxing night. In Blender and Substance Painter. Finishing up my personal liveries. How far up do we want this to go? Right there. Or teach you to play VTOL. VTOL is not a hard game to play. If you have ever played any kind of flight sim before, if you've played War Thunder, VTOL should be a very quick familiarization. Especially if you're... Oh my god, he did it again. Baja, you madman. Alright, we're going to do it like that. That's going to be the line, I think. Oh, or should it be here? Because that's where that matches up. Or we can do that. There you go. Alright. What's the appeal of War Thunder? I get it, kinda. I really do. Like I mentioned in, what was the A10 video? Like, I played it for, like, a little bit. Like, way back in the day. This is nope. This is the line right here. The rest of that's going to be camo. Pop, 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 pop. There we go. That's going to be the line. Right, like that. You get a lot of kids in it because it is free to play. I get it. And I mean, think of all we have to thank the War Thunder community for, too, right? Like, we wouldn't know half the classified stuff we do now if it wasn't for them. For those patriots. They're all basically, if you play War Thunder, you're basically Edward Snowden, as far as I'm concerned. An actual American hero. It's better than, like, Raid Shadow Legends, though. Like, as a game, like, at least it's actually a game. Which, like, if that's the most I could say about it, then, you know, so be it. We'll pull you up to there. We'll do it to you. Alright, there we go. And then that will all be... No, that should be blue too. So, to there. Boom. There we go. That's blue. That's blue on that side. For the fuselage. At least. You got a security brief because of War Thunder? Nice. What do you got against Valorant? Valorant's like an actual game. It's like a little sweaty, sure, but it's a game. There's a realistic mode. It's not realistic. Yeah, like it's definitely not what you would call realistic. People say War Thunder Sim, and it's just like, okay, no HUD. Like it's nowhere near as simmy as even something like VTOL. I think that's right. Yeah, that looks right. I mean, as I said in, what was it? I think the F-35 video. If you think you are better than people because you fly fake cartoon planes, you are cringe. And like, if you're willing to accept that, then so be it. But that's just how it is. I don't make the rules. And if you're okay being cringe, that's fine. Like, hey man, I'm fucking cringe sometimes. I've posted cringe. It's okay. It's not the end of the world being cringe. Just, you know, if that's what it is, you just gotta accept it. All right, I'll miss some spots here. And all right, I think that's that. We'll do the same scheme we did last time for the chaff and flare here. So the rims will be blue, and these interior ducts, the backing here, we will make black. I definitely think I have the mental fortitude to be a real pilot. I don't have the eyesight. I am blind as fuck, dude. This is kind of annoying to select because he has them all as separate entities. Why you no connect the meshes, Baja? Should we have the actual bit sticking down stay metal, or should that be blue too? I think I'm going to leave them metal. I will say some of the... Oh, nope, not the knife tool. Do not edit the mesh. This will be black. I will say some of the most chill dudes I ever met with my time in the military were pilots. Pilots are super chill. Oh my god, they're all individual bits. Okay, these are formation lights, I think. Those three. I'm just gonna leave them metal. It's gonna be too much of a pain in the ass, and they're so small. All right. All of this is gonna be camo. All this top part, at the very least. I know that. The bottom bit. Do we make that blue or make that black? Let's see. It would make more sense if it was blue. But I think I like the black. I only ever met Apache pilots, but let me tell you, man, cool guys. The most chill dudes I've ever met. Both like on the ground in person and on the radio during the fire. Super chill. Your own father sent you a meme, says something like, "You spend too much time on DCS. You're starting to sound like my ex-wife. I thought you weren't married before. I wasn't." Like my dad sent me this. I do really like Flog It. Flog It is probably one of my favorite subreddits. And also the only place where I post my videos and they don't get downvoted, which is wild. Every time I've posted my videos in r/flight sim, Hoggit, the VTOL VR subreddit, they get downvoted to like 0 and negatives. I'm like, why? People just don't like, maybe they don't even know it's me. My Reddit name is different than everything else. I wish I could change it, but I can't. People just don't seem to like that kind of post. I don't know. Do I want to give this a black rim? I think I might. That might look sick. I definitely want to put a black rim around the cockpit here. Flag It is goated, 100%. The vibes are immaculate over there. My favorite thing is scrolling through Reddit and seeing like a semi-serious post in Hoggit or DCS, and then immediately the next post is a post making fun of it in Flog It. It's fucking hilarious. Alright, all that's camo. Oh, this fucking line of like 6 polys. Why? You did this just to piss me off. Name Nerd Circle Jerk. That's a pretty good one. Shitty Ask Flying is also a great great subreddit. Shitty ass flying rivals flog it for sure. Man, I've never seen this geo before. I feel like we should do something special with that. At least like make it like a different color or something. Yeah, I think the polygons just make a nice little outline right here. I think we are gonna outline this in black too. Looks sick so far. Thank you. I'm doing a whole series, every aircraft in the game to look like this, so I can just have my own personal livery ready to go no matter what. So yes, I'm taking this into Substance Painter next. I'm basically setting up material slots so that when it goes into Substance Painter, I can just drop smart materials on it. It'll be ready to go. We already did it tonight with the chopper, so other people in here have already like seen me do it, and I'm just starting again on the Wasp here. No, we don't. Yeah, like, do I still have it up? Like, yeah. Oh, I got rid of it, but we already set it up over here. Oh, you know what? I could probably do this though. Do I have no Fire Explorer up? I don't. Wait one. There we go. So this is the livery scheme that we're gonna end up with. Blue belly, camo top, white stripes, my name, my logo. Or, well, my Lego profile picture. I don't actually have a logo yet. I should make the air brake a wild color. I might make the air brake my... I might put the my profile picture right here, so when I pop it up, I can see it in the mirror. Because that's kind of what I did on the 45. Oh shit, did I keep that over here? Did I keep that blue? I did. Okay, cool. On the 45, I have my logo under the lift fan hood. So when the lift fan hood comes up, you can see it. I might do that for the air brake here. I think that would be cool. But I don't want to make it too funky a color. I still want to keep it like on brand for the rest of the livery. Did I... Wait a minute. Did I fuck this up over here? No, I fucked it up over there. Okay, we'll fix it over there. But then here's the question. Which way do I put it? Do I put it so it's like right side up this way? So when it lifts up and I see it from here, I can see it. Or do I put it right side up this way? So if you're looking at the plane top down, it like makes more sense. It's like forward facing. Because then when you lifted it up the air brake, it would show as upside down to the pilot. This blue bothers me. I wish the geo was better right here. It's just fucked. Alright, where was I? I was doing the strake right here, yeah. This plane has so much F-15 in it. I don't see how people immediately call it an FA-18. It's so much a carrier-based F-15, in my opinion. Right side up so you can see it, yeah, from the mirror. So make it so it's right set up when I pop the air brake. I agree. I think that's the way to go. I think that makes the most sense. Not that I fly this thing very often anyway, but if we're here, I might as well do it. And yeah, all of this is camo. But yeah, do it all the way through. Oh, that should be blue. Oh, it's a shadow. Okay, I was like, what is happening with this line right here? It's bothering me. All right, camo and blue, and then I have it fucked up over here. I made this asymmetrical. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Or did I? Okay, yeah, that should be. This line should be camo if I'm basing it off the other side. If only there's a mirror mode blender. I mean, there is, but the model isn't symmetrical. And again, stupid me. I've tried to do it mirrored before, but and again, there's just something kind of therapeutic about doing it manually. It's very zen, you know. It's just kind of like slowly working through a puzzle. It's kind of turning your brain off, but thinking at the same time. I have this going all the way down on the other side, right? Yes, I do. Right? Yes. And I've tried to set up symmetry before when I've been like making models, and can never seem to just set it up right. And then I'll look it up like the next day and then forget it. Once again, I want to stress, this is not a guide on how to do this, because this is a bad way to do this. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are finding it relaxing, because I certainly am. It is getting a tad bit late, though. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to have time to finish this, because it is about 11 o'clock right now. And I have to be up early for work. And I know it's going to be a fucking crazy busy day. So I'm not looking forward to it. I might make these black, these little bottom reinforced bits of the wings. I think that might look cool. So we're probably going to wrap this up here in like the next 10, 15, something like that. feel like you're trying to bait me into something by saying that name. I feel like this is like Max for strapping these nuts to your chin or something like that is coming. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Like you can't fool me that easy. Ooh, should we do a black outline around the air brake here too? That might look sick. Oh, is this like a Rammstein song or something like that? I don't know. I've never heard that song. Ooh. Oh yeah. I like that. Let's get some black highlights on here now. I'm sorry, I can't believe I never noticed that that was the refueling port for the Wasp. And that is a dumb place for it. I mean, it probably makes it easy to refuel, but shows you how much I fly the Wasp. Or aerial refuel, for that matter. We'll just leave the inside of that metal. Does this not have a door flap for? I guess it doesn't. That's weird. I feel like it should. And this is like a cage, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, nope, not you. This is weird. I'm noticing all these details. I guess it makes sense going over every single bit and bop. Every single polygon of the plane. Yeah, it must make it just so much easier to stay in the box. But I feel like it's an impractical place to put it. Like I can't think of, well, I guess like not directly on the nose, but like some of the Navy planes have like the ports out pretty close up. So, all right, maybe it's not super dumb, but not like right there center. Like it's going, the fuel is going into into your MFDs. So yeah, I think this needs to be black too. I'm gonna be real with y'all. All right, maybe not there. Maybe just from the camo side. But definitely like around where the engine cells are coming out. Right here. Would this look too much like giving the Wasp a G-string if I did those two? All right, what do you think looks better? With that or like that? The fuel acts as radar coolant. What do we think? Do we like the point or do we like the flat? Phil, do that as in do the point. Yeah, let's see how it looks with the color on. Yeah, definitely point. No contest. From afar, it definitely needs the point. And I am somehow missing this polygon. There we go. And I'm going to make down in here black too. I'll leave the edges metal. That'll be black. This will be black. How did I miss this earlier? All right. This is looking pretty sick. This is looking pretty sick. I want these base plates. I don't even know. Nope, don't add a cube. I'm not even sure what you would call these. But like these reinforcements around the vertical stabilizers, those will be black too. Oh yeah, looking in here, it looked like, yeah, I did miss. How are these missed? Oh, I see. I see. Okay. All right. There we go. I wonder if I did that on the helicopter too, because that would make sense. No, we don't need any cubes. We don't need to fuck with the mesh. I don't want to fuck with the mesh and somehow have it mess up. I don't know how it would mess it up. I just feel like it might. Whew. All right. It is 11:01. That is getting up there. This is all camo for sure. These will be camo, just the sides, because I want to leave the, again, the mechanical bits. So the tops in here, we'll do the back too. But like all this, all where it contacts metal on metal, that's going to stay metal. And just right back there. And we can make the bulby boys black. We'll leave the tips metal. We did that on the chopper, and it looked pretty good. Oh, we still got a ways to go here. Oh, this'll all be black too. Not that you will literally ever see this. All right, that's at least the main fuselage done here. I feel pretty comfortable saying. Is there anything back here we want to fuck with? Nah. The official slogan for the East Coast. It's getting late. Man, tell me about it. I was raised in Southern California, in like the Los Angeles area. It's pretty big, and I don't live there right now, so I feel comfortable saying that. And I do live on the East Coast now. I'm also comfortable saying that. Oh, this should be metal. The upper bits still are. And yeah, all my friends still live there. It is damn near impossible for me to play anything with them anymore. It is brutal. Living 3 hours ahead. I can't imagine if I lived in like Hawaii or something. Like how difficult it would be to just organize playing video games. Because I know in Hawaii the internet is like rough too. Nope, didn't want to do that. I know I said I should go, but here I am, still working. You know, I should leave this for tomorrow, just so I make sure I do it consistently. But we'll probably call that there. That is the main fuselage. You live in New Zealand? Oh man. I live in the Northeast. I'll say that. I'll say that right now. I'm not trying to like fully dox myself, you feel, but I live in the Northeast. Oh, all right. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out, guys. Just a nice little relaxing stream tonight. This weekend, probably Saturday, maybe Friday night, more likely Saturday. We are going to do a War Thunder and War Thunder and DCS. We're gonna knock those two out. Those are the two games I haven't played yet for the video. The two sections that I haven't written up yet. So I need to play those. I need to write my script on those two bits. So we'll probably do that maybe tomorrow night. Most likely Saturday, maybe like mid-afternoon, evening. I'm not 100% sure. We'll figure it out. Thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. There's honestly more of you in here than I expected there to be for a Blender and Substance Painter stream. Yeah, just a reminder, Discord server at 10k. That's the plan. So I guess tell your friends or whatever. And I hope you all have a good night. I know I will. I'm gonna pass the hell out right now. All right, take care, guys.